What's up, guys? Welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Dustin, sitting here in Nameco. This is tiers 1 through 5 for your starting pitchers for the 2010 fantasy baseball season. Let's take a look at tier 1. We start with Tim Lincecum. The guy, amazing last year. He proved his durability. I swear he looks like he's going to break every time he throws the ball. But there's no reason that he shouldn't be the first pitcher taken in all leagues this year. Number 2, we got Felix Hernandez, 19 wins, good strikeout totals last year. We expect him to pick up right where he left off. Number 3, a nice surprise last year, Zack Greinke. We know he had potential, but we didn't see that coming, what his numbers were last year. We also didn't expect him to keep it up the whole year. But got to be a first-tier pitcher this year. The guy was amazing last year. And the last guy, Roy Halladay, he's out with Philadelphia now, and we wouldn't be shocked at all if he gets 20 wins this year.
Tier 2 starts with CC Sabathia. A lot of people are thinking that we should have him in the first tier. However, his ERA was just a little bit too high, but he is our overall number 5 pitcher. Next on the list is Adam Wainwright. Stellar season last year. We just want to see him put it together for one more season before we call him an elite pitcher. And number 7 is Justin Verlander. Great season last year. He had 269 strikeouts. Obviously, he's going to help any fantasy team. Number 8 is Dan Herring. Out of all starting pitchers, he had the lowest whip at 1. Next on the list, we have Jon Lester. He had over a strikeout per inning, 15 wins, and being on the Red Sox, we think that win total is at least going to be there, maybe even go up. And at number 10, we have Tommy Hanson. We've seen a lot of other expert rankings have him a lot lower, which we find very interesting. He came in with a lot of hype last year, but he lived up to all of the expectations. In 127 innings, he had 116 Ks, a sub-3 ERA, and 11 wins. We think he's really going to provide great value for where you can get him in your draft.
Alright, let's head into tier 3, and we start with Santana. If you had told me last year Santana would be in tier 3 this year, I would have slapped you in the face. But you gotta have him this low. We've actually seen him a lot lower than this, actually. But great potential for a bounce back. I know he still has elbow issues, but it's still Santana. Number 12, we got Carpenter. We've seen him ranked ridiculously high. Is everyone forgetting that he was one of the most injury-plagued pitchers of all time? He puts together one good season and all of a sudden he's back to an elite pitcher. Don't trust him that much. Number 13, one of the best young arms in the game, and Kershaw. We really like this kid's potential. That's why we got him ranked in tier 3. And number 14, Cliff Lee. Obviously another solid year for him last year. We expect more of the same this year. Same with Beckett. Decent year last year with Boston. Should have good K counts and win totals.
Tier 4 starts with 2 youngsters, and Josh Johnson and Matt Cain respectively. Both these guys really put it all together last year, and we think they're going to pick up right where they left off. At number 18, we have Javier Vasquez. Obviously a stellar season last year. Now he's playing with the Yankees, but it's kind of a fluke, we feel. Previous to last year, in 4 out of his 5, he had an ERA of 4.4 or higher. So if he does it again, what he did last year, Dustin can just punch me in the face. At number 19, we have Gallardo. Now, he's got all the talent in the world, but in 185 innings, he had 94 walks. We'd like to see him improve on that one. And at number 20, we have Cole Hamels. Big disappointment last year, but he does have bounce back potential, so he has to make at least tier 4.
Moving to tier 5, we start with Wandy Rodriguez. Great surprise last year. He's a little up and down at some points, but overall, amazing year for Wandy Rodriguez. We hope and expect him to have another solid year. Moving down, we got Ubaldo Jimenez for Colorado. We've seen him ranked really, really high. We don't fully understand it. Yeah, he's a great young pitcher, but 85 walks in 218 innings. We need that ratio to be a little more promising for us to bump him up any higher than this. 23, Jake Peavy, hoping for a bounce back year. We all know what he can do when he's healthy and playing well. Number 24, Ricky Nolasco. Really came on in the second half of the season, had over a strikeout per inning. We really liked him coming into last year, got off to a slow start, but hopefully he can carry his second half into this year. Number 25, Chad Billingsley, the exact opposite with him. He got off to a hot start, but then kind of cooled off. But we do know he does have the potential. If he can just put it together for a full season, we like Chad Billingsley. And the last guy in this tier is number 26, Brett Anderson. Great young arm. You're going to hear a lot about him this spring training, and there's definitely some potential for a breakout year for this young guy. So that wraps up tiers 1 through 5. Be sure to check out tiers 6 through 10 in our other video, and also all of our other tiers and rankings. And we do have a top 150 cheat sheet, which is available on FantasySmackDoc.com. Perfect thing to print off and have during your draft. I'm Dustin. This is Brent. We'll see you next time.